for one more?
Yeah, give me one more. We'll wrap it up with one more.
All right. This was more on the personal side. And I actually opened an email this morning. It made me laugh a little bit because I was thinking about my time with you. And it said, how's your work-life balance in the subject line of this email? And I thought, as we navigate, kind of the church future, and it seems like we're constantly being asked to do more with less and all of that. How have you, or how do you coach leaders to balance that whole work-life balance, home and family and ministry, whether it's one site, 2 sites, 10 sites? You have thoughts about how to navigate that?
Yeah, well,
things that have worked for you.
it's always a challenge. Let me tell you, It always is. I think that a few thoughts. One, I do feel that seasons change. Ecclesiastes, there's a time for everything.
Sure.
So the way I travel now, I would have never done when my kids were younger and in baseball and soccer and whatever my daughter was doing, all that stuff. I would never, ever have done that. I would have always done it a little differently. Now I did travel and I was busy, but I did do a lot of outside stuff, but I just not at this level. So I think there's seasons. One, I think the other thing is what I talk. Pastors bring this up a lot. They ask me at different places, like, "Hey, how do you balance work and life?" And the one thing I will say for sure on that is, the second thing I would say is be present wherever you are. Be all there. So if you're at church, you're there, and if you're at home, you're all there. Be present and don't bring what's there into the church into your house. Be present. And it's hard to let go. It's hard to let it go and be whatever, but you're going to need to be present. And the last thing I would say is I live and die by what's in my calendar. And what I mean by that is, my calendar is my to-do list. My calendar tells me where I'm going, what I'm doing. Very busy, busiest I've ever been in my whole life. But if I don't calendar in what's important, then what's not important will find its way in. You have to assign your time. You have to assign your time. If you don't assign it, someone will assign it for you.
Right.
So you assign your time. You put it in there. You put it in there months in advance. Here's what I'm doing here. Here's what I'm doing. I'm doing this. I'm doing this with my kids, date night, this, that, the other thing, vacation, get away with my wife, get away with the family, whatever it is you're doing. But you're putting all that in there and you're saying, man, I'm going to live and die by this. And if you don't assign it, someone will. Someone will definitely assign your time. And what happens is I do think that as a leader, we talked about mission critical. Remember, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Yep. One of the things in mission critical I think apply to this question that you're asking is you have to learn to respond and live in the lane of the important, not the urgent. I think in theory we all go, yeah, sounds right, that sounds good. But I'm like, day to day, that doesn't work out so well.
So true.
If you look at back, get to Friday evening and look back over this week and go, how many things did I? Oh, that person called. Oh, the roof was leaking. Oh, this happened. Oh, the insurance. And I got a call. And then I got to run the appointment over there. And I got to deliver that. Like all these things. And it's like, man, there's a lot of stuff that we do that you would file under the category of urgent. I don't know if you would necessarily file it under the category of important. And I think that's another thing as well. But balancing that out, success outside the home never compensates for failure within it. So you gotta have the success inside the home. You are a priest to your home first. Success outside the home never compensates for failure within it.